Okay, so now we are going to deal the isocline of both species simultaneously. This is N1, this is N2. This is the isocline for species 1. This point is K1. This point will be K1 by alpha. This is the isocline for species 2. This point is K2 by beta, and this point is K2. Okay, so these two isocline divide the state space into three different regions: region 1, region 2 and region 3. So if we are in this region, we are below the isocline of both species. That means both species are below their carrying capacity. Okay, that means the both species population will increase. Okay, both species population will increase up to their carrying capacity. In case of the species 1, okay, so the species 1, increase in the species 1 population can be represented by this horizontal arrow. Okay, so this horizontal arrow is indicating that the species 1 population is increasing towards this K1 value. Okay, and this is the carrying capacity for the species 2. Okay, so the species 2 population will increase towards its K2 value, and it can be represented by this vertical arrow, and the joint vector therefore will be pointing upward. Okay, and if we are above the isocline of both species, then both species have crossed their respective carrying capacity, and therefore the both species will tend to decrease. Okay, and the decrease, this is the carrying capacity for the species 2, and this is the carrying capacity for the species 1. Okay, so the species 1 the species 2, the population of the species 2 is going to decrease. That means this arrow, and the population of the species 1 will also be decreasing, this arrow. Okay, so this arrow indicates that the species 1 population is decreasing. The species 1 population is decreasing, and this arrow is indicating that the species 2 population is decreasing. Okay, the species 2 population is decreasing from its K2 value, and therefore the joint vector will be pointing towards the origin of the graph. So in the middle region, in the interior region, we are above the isocline of species 2 and we are below the isocline of species 1. So what will happen in this region? So as we are above the isocline of species 2, that means the species 2 are above its carrying capacity. That means the population of the species 2 will decrease. The population of species 2 will decrease, and it can be represented by this arrow. Okay, so this arrow is indicating that the species 2 population is decreasing, and simultaneously we are below the isocline for the species 1. That means the species 1 population can increase up to its K1, because since it has not yet reached its carrying capacity, therefore the species 1 population will be increasing in this region. Okay, so the species 1 population will be increasing. So this arrow is indicating that the species 1 population is increasing towards the K1, and the joint vector is pointing like this. Okay,